Let your voice be heard. It's Talkback Arizona on 1100 KFNX. Call 602-277-5369 in the Phoenix Metro. Statewide, call 866-536-1100.
We are back. Bill Brady on the Pulse of Arizona, 1100 KFNX. If you've been listening to KFNX for the last several weeks, you have heard a lot about Lucky 8 Promotions, the Glendale Gun Show this past weekend. James and Heidi Gray are Lucky 8 Promotions. James is with us this afternoon. James, good to have you with us, and you made it through a busy weekend and the first Lucky 8 Promotions gun show in Metro Phoenix.
That is true. Yes, we have survived, and it was a lot of work. We were actually in Arizona for 8 days, from last Sunday to yesterday. Everything went as planned. Everything was like clockwork. No dramatic situations. Nothing happened to speak of that was horrible or bizarre in any way, and it couldn't have been a better show, and everybody had a great time. The giveaways were great, and everybody was buying and selling.
Well, I got to tell you, you got great weather. Not that it rains a lot in Arizona, but you had 2 beautiful days. Let's recap the show. I got to tell you, as somebody who has been to gun shows in Phoenix over the years, I thought your first show was a hit. You had a lot of people there. There are a lot of people walking up and down the aisles and buying stuff, and you had a absolutely a full hall of exhibitors. So congratulations. I thought you had a real success in the first show.
Thank you so much. My wife and I appreciate you coming by. It really was a great event, and I would like to thank again, all of the vendors. We were sold out, but all of the vendors did a great job and were so friendly and helpful. I'd just like to mention a few. Refiners Firearms was amazing. Apex Firearms, Hard to Find Mags with Larry. Eric with EJ's, Flash My Brass with Brent, Desert Vista Guns, and especially Osprey. Everybody was so great and so helpful with helping us with the tables and getting all the contracts signed between the vendors. It just really went like clockwork. And for a first event, you are always preparing for the worst, and everything just went great.
Well, I may be telling a story out of school here, and if I am, you can slap my wrist. But as I understand it, Heidi bought him breakfast and lunch over the 2 days. So you guys really treat your vendors very well.
Well, the thing is we are vendors. We come from a vendor background because I have my FFL and my wife helps me in the business, and we have been vendors for years. Not to say that vendors get treated in a poor way by other exhibitors and other people, promoters throwing shows, but I just think it's important that you can't have shows without vendors, and vendors can't have shows without promoters. So you're in a family situation. And I just think it's important when you're treating family, you treat them with respect and you treat them with kindness. And Heidi definitely goes the extra mile.
She sure does. We're talking with James Gray of Lucky 8 Promotions. They just completed their first gun show in Metro Phoenix in Glendale this past weekend. And you got another one coming up November 4th and 5th in Fountain Hills. Tell us about that one, James.
Yeah, we're really excited about that as well. Fountain Hills is where we have exhibited before as Distinctive Defense. It is the first exhibit for Lucky 8 Promotions at that location. And we're going to have some great giveaways, some great vendors. It's near Scottsdale, not too far from where we were in Glendale. We'll have some different exhibitors there than we had this weekend. There's different shows going on, so the exhibitors kind of move around. It'll be a great show. We're really excited about it.
Well, you put on a terrific debut performance in Glendale this past weekend. You and Heidi really put a very special stamp on things, and you can see that if you go to the website. You can see that if you go to the shows. So November 4th and 5th in Fountain Hills at the Community Center. But Lucky 8 Promotions also is going to be busy year-round, not only here, but in Las Vegas and in New Mexico.
We've already booked 8 shows in 2024 at the fantastic Ahern Hotel at 300 West Sahara Avenue in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our first show there is January 6th and 7th, 2024. And then we've got 8 more shows booked at that same location in 2025. We're just finishing up contract negotiations in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and the next we're checking out is in Texas.
Excellent. James, I wish you and Heidi all the best. Look forward to seeing you November 4th and 5th in Fountain Hills at the Community Center. Thank you for your time today. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much, Bill, and thanks for all the help.
Bill Brady on the Pulse of Arizona, 1100 KFNX. James Gray of Lucky 8 Promotions. They will be back in Metro Phoenix November 4th and 5th at the Fountain Hills Community Center for their next gun show. Bill Brady on the Pulse of Arizona, 1100 KFNX.